We do have some skiable weather that is coming up, even with the warm temperatures that we have right now. Next few hours, temperatures are going to hold steady in the 50s, but late night, after midnight, that's when the drop will come. So for now, rain and wind, that all gets soaked up into that good old snowpack out there. All right, let's get you caught up with 3 things that you need to know. What's happening right now? We have wind gusts, 40+ miles per hour. This is going to continue tonight. We may even see 50+ mile per hour wind gusts coming through as a cold front plows through. That front is the leading edge of colder air. We'll have a second reinforcing front in the morning, and that one is the one responsible for the flash freeze, which is likely to happen right about morning commute time. And then we have snow that will continue on and off through the day, especially in the snowbelt east of Cleveland into the latter part of the day. So it will be windy tonight. We have rain coming through. It will turn colder. Temperatures starting the night in the 50s. We'll drop into the 40s, 30s pre-dawn, and then right about daybreak, we'll drop back into the 20s. And as the winds begin to turn, that's when the lake snow will start to fire up. So we have a weather impact alert for you for tomorrow, not only in the morning, but in the afternoon too. This is a really cool looking wind gust forecast. We have these big wind gusts that we're expecting tonight with those winds out of the south. We're going to stay mild. A very sharp change in wind direction with the first front. That's going to drop us back into the 40s. We may see the wind speeds decrease just a little bit. And then a second sharp turn expected pre-dawn tomorrow. That's the secondary front. And when that second sharp turn happens, that's the one that's going to drop the temperatures. It's in the 50s right now, friends. It is a beautiful evening, albeit a bit brisk, but look at this front that is to the west of us. As I showed you at the top of the hour, we tracked it 35 miles per hour or so. Sometimes they speed up as they're getting farther to the east. So that would put the line into Cleveland at about midnight or so. But you can see that stark temperature change. We have the 30s in Chicago. They were in the 40s a couple hours ago. And then that next front, that's the one that's going to pack the punch. And you can see that we even have a little secondary line of rain and snow that's beginning to form on that front, that second part of the front. That's the one that's going to be here for commute tomorrow morning. You can kind of see where the problems are starting to go. In the meantime, though, look at all this rain that is moving in. This little squall line right here, that's the first front, and that one is the one we're anticipating for about midnight. We do have rain that is coming down, especially west right now. Matter of fact, we take a look at the ODOT camera, I-71 at 30 in Mansfield, and yeah, there's definitely some wet roads there. This rain will spread eastward, and that's all ahead of the cold front. Look at the dive in temperatures. Cold front number 1, whoop, into the 40s, and then we will drop into the 20s. When we hit probably about 31 or 30 degrees and continue to drop into the 20s, that triggers the flash freeze. All the rainwater that's still standing, all the snow melt that's still happening, that will freeze into ice, and that's what is known as a flash freeze. So that's why we issued this weather impact alert. Keep in mind, we put this out there all the way back on Monday, and everything has been trending right on time. We're going to keep the weather impact alert going, though, through the afternoon and the evening. That's a little bit of an adjustment, and that is for the lake effect snow that we have to take into account. So wind gusts 50+ on the first front coming through about midnight or so, and then we've also added the snow potential to Friday evening's commute. As far as what's changed, well, the biggest thing is that we may get a break between rain and the freezing temperatures, that we could dry some surfaces off. That's kind of like the best of all scenarios. So let's fast forward here through your National Design hour-by-hour forecast. 9 p.m., still in the 50s, still breezy, still rain coming down, but you can see the line, 11:30 to 12:30 or so. Give it a little grace. But as that thing comes through, we could see an uptick in the wind gusts. Then the wind gusts drop back as the cooler air begins to move in. 5 a.m., temperatures in the 30s, but here comes the 20s, and watch this, by 7 a.m., 8 a.m., now it's not just 20s, but we could even drop back into the teens with sub-zero wind chills as you are stepping out the door in the morning. And notice the snow that has come through. We are not expecting a lot. It's the timing of this. Just before the commute and a flash freeze going on, that's where we could start to get into some problems. By midday, there's that lake effect. That is expected to continue on and off as we head through the rest of the afternoon. Here's your Union Home Mortgage forecast, and after tomorrow's 20s and that weather impact alert, it's kind of like smooth sailing, right? Mostly cloudy, temperatures in the 40s on Saturday. Everybody's going to be going, what was the big deal? There was no big deal. Saturday is going to be a little chilly, temperature right around 30 or so. With partly cloudy skies, though, that'll be nice. Partly cloudy continuing Monday with the temperatures rising back into the mid-30s. We'll be into the 40s then in the middle part of next week with occasional rain showers coming through. Nothing says Christmas like rain and 50 degrees. But that's apparently what we're going to have. So today's melting has done the deed. We lost a lot of snow cover today. And so it does look like, unfortunately, this year, the majority of the area is going to end up with a green Christmas.
Yeah, wow, 50 degrees on Christmas Day. All right, Betsy, thank you.
You bet.